Today on Heavy Metal Relics, we have the heavy metal Jager Queen of Cleveland, Sandy Kruger. Now over to you, Bridgett.
We're here with Sandy from Sacred Few, and at any point in today's video, you can find a link in the description for anything we talk about. So let's go back to the 80s. Sandy, in a time in the 80s that was dominated mostly by men and heavy metal, obviously, how did you get the inspiration to start making music?
Well, it wasn't based on anything, hell and ready, I am woman, hear me roar kind of thing.
Okay.
I just like to sing, and I've always loved, ballsy vocals, like balls to the wall vocals.
Yeah.
And I was always gravitated to music with a really ballsy kind of a singer. You know what I mean?
What kind of music did you listen to that kind of made you want to even start singing?
Well, I'd have to go back to the 60s for that.
Really? So 60s music kind of?
Yeah, there's actually 4 generations of musicians in the family.
Okay.
And my dad was a saxophone clarinet player.
Okay. And
he was in the touring Army field band.
Oh, wow.
Like back before Korea broke out. So this would have been 1947 to 51. And I don't know what happened, but he didn't play after the war. And he didn't want us going into music, neither one of us. So the funny thing is they'd play all the music shows in the house.
Yeah.
American Bandstand and Where the Action Is. And shows like that, Hullabaloo and Shindig and all that. Yet they hated rock and roll. They were like, my dad was a big band jazz guy. That kind of really seeded the foundation for me.
Yeah.
And I was just always attracted to a really heavy vocal. Mm-hmm. And started listening to the radio in 69. Summer 69, I was at some friend's house. Little girls' dance party in the living room. Then all of a sudden, Wixie 1260, Super Radio, And they're playing, they played some really good stuff that summer. I heard everything from the Archies, Sugar Sugar, to, John CCR, to Johnny Cash, The Doors. They really mixed it up. So anybody listening to the radio, let's say with no musical foundation at all, had a really good sampling of just about every type of genre of music on AM radio at the time.
Tell us about Sacred Few.
I put an ad in the paper. We had a local magazine called Scene Magazine. It's still around.
You still have it, yep.
I ran an ad for about 12 weeks. Female heavy metal singer looking for a band. And I had a tough time finding a band because, when bands at that time heard you were a chick singer, they kind of automatically assumed that you sound like this, like this person or that person or this person. And it's like, I don't sound like any of them, and I would literally have to talk them into auditioning me,
Wow.
But once bands heard my vocals, they were like, yeah. But Sacred Few, I talked to the bass player for about 45 minutes, a guy named Rick Luca. Hi, Rick. And coolest guy ever on the phone. And he goes, we are absolutely open to whoever wants to come down here. We'd love to have you come down. So I went down there and I auditioned, and I was jamming with another band at the time.
So you joined Sacred Few, and then when did you guys decide to start recording your first record?
I ended up finishing up some songs vocally because they had unfinished parts. Mm-hmm. When I got down there, I reworked a lot of the vocal parts. It was pretty much right away that was the vision, that we were going to do an album together. So 11 months later, we went into the studio. I take that back, 13 months. Yeah.
Did you write the lyrics to most of the stuff, or did you...
Actually, there were some existing lyrics.
Okay.
I do a lot better writing lyrics when I'm feeding off of someone
else
ideas. Yeah. Because when you do that, it goes real quick for some reason. Mm-hmm. 1, 2, 3.
So a couple years ago, Shadow Kingdom Records put out this release, which is everything Sacred Few has done. On Heavy Metal Relics, we like to talk about funny pictures, so maybe you can explain this one for us.
All right, it's about 9 o'clock in the morning. I'm unemployed. It's summertime, and I'm typing up lyrics.
Oh my god.
And I had to rent a typewriter to do it.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I'm typing up lyrics for the inner sleeve of the album.
That's crazy. Typewriter.
That was all cut and paste.
I
I know. That was all cut and paste back in those days.
It's crazy.
Yep.
Your title is the Jager Queen. Explain that to us.
Wednesday night hangout after work. Go up to the bartender. What do you have cool to drink? And she goes, "Have you ever had a Jager bomb?" I'm like, What's a Jager bomb? So she explained it to me, and she made it old school style. And for all you folks, old school style, you take the shot glass, put it in the rocks glass, fill it with Jager, and then surround it with Red Bull, and you just shoot it down. And I liked them because Jager gives you it's all about the buzz, okay? Let's get real here.
You get pretty buzzed drinking Jager, yeah.
Well, it's got to be those 54 herbs. It's a nice buzz. I'm not going to lie, okay? Just don't drink and drive.
No.
So anyway, I liked it because the combination of the Jager and the Red Bull, wonderful. And that's what got me hooked on Jager. Bridgett, would you like to do a shot?
Sure, I'd love to.
Fantastic. I feel like a mad scientist. We are going to do this. That's for you.
Oh, shit.
Alrighty then. Okay. Dearest?
Oh, my God. Okay, I'll take the... All right, I'm not doing this alone, so you guys get in here and...
No.
What?
Why can't do that?
Why not?
I'm too young. We're professionals.
Okay,
come on.
We're doing this. Come on.
Driving.
Come on, you can do this. Let's do this.
Where's yours? Oh, you're hitting the lights, damn it.
Come on.
Who's this guy,
Dave
by the
Wabak.
way? Come on,
I've never seen it on no heavy metal relics
Got Dave
before.
shot ready.
All right.
This is
All
a
right.
heavy metal relic.
To Heavy Metal Relics.
Heavy metal relics.
Oh,
To the Jager Queen.
all right.
I feel better already.
It's like
How about you?
licorice.
See, it's coughing.
It's not bad.
Hey now.
It went down better than I expected.
Better, yeah.
Gets you by your boo-boo, doesn't it?
Yeah.
All right. I'm Sandy Kruger, and this is Heavy Metal Relics. And you go metal or go home.
That was awesome. I was going to say you should do like a, yeah, that was great.